we've come for a day out in Bucharest, which is not very far from where we are. You've got to get across the border, which is a bit of a pain sometimes, but it's not far away from Ruse. It's about an hour from Ruse, I'd say. But we've come to the mall. We found some good parking. Basically, Chloe's there waiting to crack on with the day, aren't you, Chloe? Are you gone to sleep? No, you haven't gone to sleep. Good. Yeah, so Chloe's getting ready for the day. Emily's trying to wake up. Rachel's trying to get her. We've basically, what we usually do, we always do, is always try and park somewhere well out of the way of everybody. We used to park underground. There's underground parking here. When we had the BMW, we always parked underground, but we tried to get in there and it's like a height limit of 1.7 meters, and so we didn't really, we were like kind of, we thought this was the only parking, so but it turns out there's a big car park round the corner from it, which I actually think I remember seeing once, and yeah, it's quite a lot of spare spaces. This is Saturday as well, so it's quite big, you know, so plenty of room. Emily, I think, is crying, not Chloe, trying to get her out of the car. Obviously a new building going up over there. We've got some sort of car washing facilities, but yeah, decent sized car park actually. So we were a bit like stumped. We thought, how are we going to park? Because with the BMW you'd always manage to get under the barrier, but at first I thought, it'll just be a problem with the camera, but then I realised actually it wouldn't be a problem with the camera, it'd be a problem with the whole height of the car is higher than I think it's like 1.8 meters or something, so but yeah, we managed to get into the main car park, so that's good. So there's plenty of parking here if you're coming up from like Ruse area. Yeah, so we're gonna go and get in the mall. Hopefully Emily will stop screaming and crying. Go and get some lunch probably in the mall before we head out to take a look at Bucharest. It's not very original, but we've gone for KFC, which we usually do when we go to these sort of trips, because it's not readily available in Ruse or anywhere, so it's really only when we go on these sort of further afield days out that we get this stuff. So yeah, I've got a strips menu which they say is spicy, so I'm looking forward to that. I've got Coca-Cola. And I think it all came to about £19, which is quite pricey, but to be honest, everywhere is pricey these days. This is the capital city, it's the capital of Romania, so it's not going to be cheap. We're always torn between getting the kebab, which is Dristor place here. We've had that before and it's quite good, isn't it? But yeah, we fancy KFC today. So, Emily, you've got like fillet bites, I think. I don't think they're spicy, with chips, and I think she got like a glass, like a Where's Waldo glass, which is weird because people in the UK would know it as Where's Wally, and Americans know it as Where's Waldo, and probably here as well. So, but yeah, I've got a free plastic cup with it, so that's pretty good. Rachel's got the same, she's got the scripts menu as well, and yeah, it's a pretty nice mall, as you can see, like a big domed mall. And there's like a big electronics shop in here. I mean, there's all sorts in here as well. There's a kind of like unofficial iStyle Apple store and all sorts of things like that. So Marks and Spencer's down there. So if you're missing home and want to get something from Sparksy's, it's down there. So yeah, it's basically quite a good mall, isn't it? And we're going to crack on and eat this so we can actually go and see Bucharest. the metro from Mihai Bravo, and we got to go to Piatra Unri. I think it's Unri. I never understand Romanian words, basically. I never know how to pronounce them. Chloe's doing alright, although she seems to, even though we put loads of cream on, seems to be getting quite warm. Yeah, we're on the underground, or the metro. It's much cooler down here, isn't it? It's about 30 degrees out, but it's not like sort of thundery hot. It's kind of like just a hot, which is quite good. I don't mind that. But yeah, not a bad metro system. Probably can't hear me at all, but Chloe's enjoying the train. So yeah, it's alright, isn't it? But yeah, we're trying to make our way to, what's it called? Piatra Unri, but then where are we going? We're going to Children's Town, so that should be a good fun. We don't know, we've never been there before, so I think it's in a park. Maybe we've seen the park before, we just didn't realise it, but it's going to be interesting. I don't know how many stops, we've only got like a couple, haven't we? It's not this next stop, is it? No, it's Piatra Unri that we're going. This is Timprinoy. I think we got a few. I think we got a couple of stops at least. But yeah, nice metro train. It's not busy either, which is really good. I don't know why, because it's Saturday, so I was expecting it to be quite busy, but it's not very busy. So we're at Timprinoy, which is probably nothing like what I'm saying. It's probably a completely different word. But yeah, decent looking stations as well. They're all like nicely decorated. So it sort of looks like it's been renovated over the years, because I'm sure it was a bit, I don't know if we've ever seen it looking worse than this, have we? It's always looked pretty good, haven't they? Emily, what are you doing? You enjoying the train? You like the train? You just repeating what I'm saying?
I'm enjoying the train.
Yeah? You liking the train? Yeah. Thought that was a ticket, man, but I don't think it is. Yeah, I was like, I've got my ticket. So, we paid 30 lei, which was about £5.20 each, and the kids were free, but both of us were £5.20 each, and we thought that'd be like a day ticket, but it's like a weekly ticket, so I know we're not going to be here all week, but we could have like basically travelled all week for £5. Really good price. Okay, so I think the next one is Piatra Unri, which I think means like, Piatra means like square or something, does it? I think it does. But we won't see it because we're going on to another train after this. So we're on the M2 or the 3, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's a nice little train, it's alright. Certainly a lot less busy than London. Like usually it's really packed on the London Underground, isn't it? This is like quite a nice sort of not so busy train, and you can see all the way down the corner. That's really cool. So yeah, the next stop is Piatra Unri, and so we'll be getting off at this stop now. So right, we've got to get off, I think, Rach. It's this side. So we're getting off on the opposite side to what we got on. So we got on that side. Now that's a wall. And we're getting off this side, and we're going to try not to fall down the gap. But yeah. Yeah, I think this is like the main station. I've got a feeling this is the main station, like the main square. Piazza means place, I think. We got everything? Hopefully. But yeah, it's quite a good station actually. We've been here before. And they're quite nice looking stations really. Sort of up there with other sort of metro stations in Europe that we've been to. But yeah, so now we've got to find the M2, which I believe is that way because there's a blue sign for M2. So yeah, you might not be able to hear us that well, I don't know, another train arriving. But yeah, what? Relaxing clips, yeah. That's good though, instead of like adverts all the time, you know, relaxing clips. They probably then hit you with an advert. But yeah, quite a nice little station. I think this is like the kind of main junction station. So now we're going to go and find the M2 and we're going to jump on that to Children's Town. We found our way to the end of the tube that we need to get to, what's it called? Kids Land? Children's Town, yeah. So it's quite a nice modern tube stations, and there was a lift for us to get out from the platform, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure it is Kids Town or Children's Town, because it's pretty obvious that is Children's Town. It's some sort of like park apparently akin to Prater in Vienna, so we've been there before, and that was really cool. So looking forward to having a look to see what this place is like, because I think there's quite a lot of hidden gems in Bucharest that you don't really know about. We've been here a few times, and we found the old town and like the malls and things and some parks and the palace obviously, but we've never really sort of found other things. So Rachel decided to look everything up this time, didn't you, before we came? Yeah. Which is probably a good idea. And then they found this, which is Children's Town apparently. So it should be pretty good. Big dragon up there, yeah. Don't know what that is. Can't really see that on camera, I don't think. And yeah, it looks like a big park with like amusement rides and stuff. Emily's looking pretty excited already. So yeah, so let's have a look around, I think. stopped for some ice cream, some bubblegum ice cream. There you go, Rachel's got some, I've ate mine already.
Yeah, mine's
Emily's got some as well, but Chloe is asleep, so unfortunately she's going to miss out, we do.
Yeah.
And there's a pigeon over there waiting around probably for it. And they got, yeah, it's really good, this water, so they're like spraying water over here.
I wouldn't even mind jumping in.
And honestly, yeah, we saw kids like jumping in a water fountain earlier, and it is pretty warm today, so I think I could happily walk into that, but this camera isn't waterproof, so I'm going to stay back a little bit. But yeah, it's basically spraying water around. And it's really cool actually in Children's Town. I'd actually say it's a bit better than Prata. You know, Prata's got like a nice big wheel and stuff, but I think here there's a lot more going on for younger children. It's I don't know, I just get a better feeling about it. Maybe it's a bit bigger, maybe, I'm not sure. I don't think Prata's bad, although it's probably more expensive than here, I would imagine, because it's in Vienna. But yeah, here we go. Water is spraying over this way now. So it should come back towards me, yeah. I tell you what, I really want to jump in the water. Sort of reminiscing about the pool last week. But yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it? You know, we had some ice cream, picked up some drinks. Emily's really just running around like a maniac, not right at the moment, but she's really enjoying this. It's just got a lot of like cool looking things for kids. I think it's just the visual side of it. I mean, we haven't been on anything yet, have we? But it's just like, yeah, we're gonna go over there and probably have a go on that as well. But yeah, quite a big play park over there as well. For
That bit's free.
is it free? Yeah, so that area is probably free. We're not sure yet. Looks like there's toilets. I'm guessing that's a toilet over there. And it just seems really well laid out. And there's little restaurants and cafes and, you know, all sorts of things like ice cream stands, you know, donut places, I think, all different hot dogs I think I saw for 6 lei. So really it's just got a lot going on here, and we've never been here before. We've been to Bucharest a few times, never found this place, so yeah, it's pretty cool to find somewhere new actually, and reminds us of some other places we've been, like Vienna and stuff. So but obviously this is much closer to us, so yeah, really good, really glad that we found it on our doorstep really. And this pigeon's pretty glad as well. He's really enjoying it. He's just cooling off, really chilled out. Probably a boy, might be a girl, we don't know really, do we? We don't know. But yeah, really nice. And we just found a nice shaded spot, some cool like sort of souvenir type thing over there, balloons for the kids I think. And they had like a train going around, so oh, there's a football pitch over there for like 5-a-side. Someone playing basketball. It does look pretty good. I think there's a lot going on here. Like I don't know, it's quite big. I just think maybe I haven't seen all the Prata, but I think this might be better. I'm pretty confident that it is. Might certainly be cheaper. But yeah, yeah, really enjoying it so far. We are in the park, and there is no steps, but Emily has got up there with the help of Rachel. But this is free, so you can come in here and go in the park, and it's pretty good, I'd say. So Emily's gone right at the top so she can get back down the slide. Oh, here we go.
I've just left Chloe in the shade.
Yeah, Chloe's alright. Chloe's alright there.
3, 2,
It's all safe. Feels very safe here as well. So it's a pretty nice park, isn't it?
3, 2.
Go on then, Ems. Go on, you can do it. It'll be hot, but if you go fast,
Let's go fast.
it'll cool down. Go on, go on. Go on, I'd get right underneath if I was you.
Good girl, it's alright.
Go on, I'd go down it. Go on, it'll be fine. It's not scary.
It's alright.
You can use your shoes to make it slower.
Go on.
Go on, go on, go on. You can do it. You can do it.
You can do it.
Go on, Ens. Go on, you can do it. Yeah! Woo! Yeah, it wasn't scary, was it? So it's a pretty good park, apart from that was Emily's first ever big slide, I think. But yeah, it's pretty good. Chloe's enjoying it. But yeah, it's a really nice little park, and this is like the free part of this like massive park area, really. and I think it's like all part of the you know, like Bucharest's municipality or something, I'm guessing. But yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, like for the kids it's really, really good. Like I don't know if there's an equivalent place in London. I don't think we've ever found it, so maybe there is, but I don't know. I don't think there is. But you know, I think everywhere there you'd be paying for everything. She's going down. She's thought better of that slide. But it's pretty hot sun today. I'm a bit worried about I didn't get a hat again. Go down this slide, Emily. Go down this side. This small slide, isn't it? Go down this slide, it'll be alright. This one's not scary. Yeah. Go on then, go down, go down.
It's green.
Yeah, green one, yeah. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah, I mean, and one thing we noticed as we went past, those were toilets that we saw, and they're free. So, I mean, you got free toilets as well, which is pretty unusual in Europe, in a capital city. I'm not sure the toilets are free all over the city or anything, but there are definitely 2 toilets there free, both for men and women. So yeah, I mean, it's a really nice park area, and it's not just this. Obviously there's like fairground rides, I'm sure they're paid for, but you know, it's pretty good fun that they've got somewhere for kids to go that they can just use for free, as well as like some of the older rides. So it's very like Prater in Vienna, very similar, but definitely better value, because I'm not sure that they had free parks available like this, and certainly not free toilets in Prater. So yeah, it's a lot better value, I would say. It feels a lot bigger to me. I'm not 100% sure it is, but does feel very big. Feels really sort of like you know, it's good quality stuff as well. This doesn't look like cheap slides, you know, and cheap areas. So you know, all the stuff in this free pool, and look, loads of gym type equipment there for free. So all this stuff is for free, and it all looks very sort of premium quality to me. So Chloe is just basically being put somewhere where it's safe for her, while Emily runs around, because Chloe can't go on anything yet. I mean, she'd probably have a go. I think she'd go down some of the slides, but well, yeah, really good. Another really nice part of this like kids town area. Yeah, they really seem to care about kids and families here, so yeah, pretty cool. in the old town. We found like a little bar, which is quite cool. We're just waiting for drinks now, aren't we?
Yeah.
And, Emily seems to be enjoying herself. She's throwing herself around. She's getting really excited about the water spraying thing, wherever that is. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's quite nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's quite a nice looking bar, isn't it? Sort of in the old town. It's quite a cool location. Yeah, so yeah, we quite like it in the old town here. I'm having what am I having? A spritz, pink spritz. That's on the way. What are you having, Rach?
I'm having a green apple, which is non-alcoholic cocktail.
She's having a non-alcoholic green apple, yeah. And I think Emily's having orange juice while she's going mad. I've got a feeling the blue ice cream was like full of colours. Basically, she's been going a bit crazy since the blue ice cream, but yeah, it is a Saturday. But yeah, really nice in here. Looks like they do English breakfast and other things like pork knuckle and stuff. And they do like quite a lot of foods and stuff as well. So, but we're not hungry because we eaten earlier. But we thought we'd just get a drink because it's just been stifling hot out today. And yeah, it'd be nice to cool down in a nice cool bar area. But yeah, quite a nice area. I guess you can watch a football and stuff here. It's got like football on up there. Quite a cool restaurant area. Nice sit outside area. And I think this is where a lot of tourists come when they fly over to Bucharest for like long weekends and stuff. And like stag parties and hen parties, that kind of thing. Hence the English breakfast. I think that's for the night after, the morning after the night out, isn't it? The English breakfast. But yeah, we've had a good day so far, and we're going to take a look around the old town now, and after we've had our drinks and stuff. So they do papanache here, which was massive when we had it last time, so I'm a bit worried about getting that, although we didn't have it here. But yeah, I think we're going to start with drinks for a minute, see how we get on. But yeah, who knows, we might end up with something nice. But I don't really want too much to eat because I was stuffed from earlier. But yeah, nice looking area. Lots of bars and restaurants and clubs and that kind of thing. This is kind of like, it's the old town, but it's like the nightlife district, I think, would you say?
Yeah.
It's like a nightlife party holiday area. But yeah, gonna wait for our drinks to arrive. Our drinks have arrived. I've got the pink spritz, which looks a lot like Aperol, but I think it is a pink spritz. It's got grapefruit and stuff in it. Pretty nice. Rachel's green apple. Chloe's now woken up and joined us. And Emily's got orange juice. But Emily, be really careful with the straw because you're going to knock that drink flying, I reckon. But yeah, looking forward to having this. It tasted refreshing. I've only taken a sip. But it's pretty nice so far. Pride of Wembley. Not sure what where this glass is from. But that's pretty cool. But yeah, look like good little drinks. They're going to be like refreshed basically. I might end up having another drink, I think, after this just to be fully refreshed, I think. But yeah, Chloe's enjoying it. She's only just woken up, but she doesn't really know what's going on yet. But she's starting to get into it. Emily, what's your orange juice like? Is it good? Tastes good? Yeah? Tastes good? Alright, I'll assume it does. But yeah, quite nice. So those drinks were really good, and I'm thinking of getting another one now, but I was just looking on the menu and it says pink spritz, 60 ml of gin and 200 ml pink prosecco, and then I'm guessing it's 200 ml of whatever else. Maybe that includes the ice, but I was thinking like, I reckon there's at least 100 ml of ice in the glass and some fruits, but they're not listed on the menu. So but anyway, I like the ice. I wanted to cool down anyway, so I'm not really complaining. But I reckon I only just sort of dawned on me that like most of a drink might be ice, which is basically water, so you're really just basically paying for water, and then whatever you actually end up with that's drink left. You know, the other ingredients. But anyway, not a big deal. Emily's had her orange juice. She hasn't tipped it all over herself yet. Rachel's drink was really good. That green apple was really, really, you know, I wish you could taste it because it was really, really good. It's non-alcoholic, but it's amazingly flavourful and like really tastes like green apple. You know, like green apple are like kind of, I don't know, they're like a kind of, what is green apple? It's like sweeter or sharper. Yeah, I don't know. It just tastes, you know, when you taste a green apple, and that definitely tasted like green apple. Had a bit of a mojito-y flavour to it as well. I would say some sort of mint flavour in there. Bit of mint flavour in it, definitely. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to have a beer now to round the day off. But yeah, Emily's being stupid with her. She's got into playing with wet wipes and stuff, and yeah, she's using them as bandages. But we do think that she slightly burnt her hands earlier on the slides because they were a bit hot.
I don't know if it's a slider or if it's from holding down.
Yeah, I don't think it's from holding the pram. Rachel thinks it's from holding the pram. I don't think it is. But I think she was going down a slide or something, and then maybe it burnt her hands off. I don't know. No, they're still there, but they're just a bit burnt. You'd know if she was in pain, because she'd be moaning like mad. But I suppose she's moaning most of the time, so I don't know if you'd really notice if she was moaning about that rather than something else. She's not moaning about that anyway at the moment, so she's having a good time. Isn't you, Ems? You having a good time? You having a good time? You got a wet wipe, yeah. Why have you got a wet wipe on your head? See, she can't give a valid reason why she's got a wet wipe on her head. No one can give a valid reason. Anyway, we're going to probably have one more drink, and then we're going to probably head off to, Rachel wants to go and see a mad bookstore which has jelly cats. Supposedly has jelly cats there because she's got a website about jelly cats. And also a monastery. There's a monastery which apparently has a nice garden. Yeah, and when was it? 1792? 1724, which is probably quite different if you lived in the what is it, 17 with the 18th century, yeah, so 18th century, 1724 instead of 1792, which is what I said, which is quite a big difference. So anyway, it's 1724, I think, and we're going to go and have a look at it and see what it looks like, but yeah, it's pretty old. But we'll probably have one more drink first, and then we'll go and take a look at those things. So we finally left the bar. It was really good actually and exclusive. They were really friendly. They really liked Chloe, didn't they? Yeah. And yeah, we're heading down to where the bookshop is, whichever. Is that this building here?
No, this is the monastery.
Ah, this is the monastery. Ah, that makes more sense. That's why they got pictures like a monastery would have.
Yes.
Really cool building in front of us.
I'm not quite sure.
Don't know what that is. Is that place we went with Trev that time?
It
that
might
food place there, Caru Beer or something.
Might be.
We went there with friends years ago, and it was quite pricey food, but it was quite cool. So we're going in a monastery, I think. I thought we were going to a bookstore. We're going in a monastery. It looks quite nice. Yeah, and it's clouded over a little bit, so it's a lot cooler now, which we're actually quite glad of because it's really hot earlier. So yeah, so we're going to head into the monastery. Yeah, the monastery's alright actually. It's quite sort of quiet little place with a nice garden. It's got lots of sort of, I don't know, what are those over there, Rach? Like, what are those? Those tablet things. Not sure. I don't think they're headstones. We're not sure they're like graves or anything. It's quite a cool looking table. Not sure what that is. It's a nice little garden, isn't it? It's quite quiet. It's free to come in here. Someone was lighting candles over there. Pretty cool. And then like there's like a kind of church inside. They've got air conditioning. That's pretty good. We haven't got air conditioning yet at our house, so it'll be a lot cooler in there. But yeah, pretty nice building, really. I mean, yeah, really nice. Emily's going crazy. She doesn't understand the historical significance, of course. But yeah, it's alright, isn't it? Nice little garden. Nice little courtyard in there. And they're covering over that table for some reason, which I'm guessing means it's something important, would you say?
Tape.
Would you say it's important? Well, they're covering it over, so yeah, not sure why that is, but it's a pretty nice building. Really nice sort of ornamental arches there. And yeah, it's really cool. But yeah, I reckon they're covering this for a certain reason, to preserve it. Obviously they don't want it to get wet, so that's why there's a cover. Must be the reason, I would have thought. But yeah, it's alright. They've got a little, like, sort of, I don't know, is that like a church?
You can go inside, but it's very small. I don't know if it's inside.
Yeah, I'll go and take a look, I think. But yeah, it's like a little chapel. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm not a particularly religious person, so I don't know what a chapel is as opposed to a church versus a monastery. I don't really know. So forgive me if you are religious. But yeah, it's quite nice. And you can sign a visitor's book, I'm guessing. It's pretty nice looking. It's really nice architecture, isn't it? It's amazing, really. Wow. Yeah, that's quite a nice church or chapel or whatever it is. But yeah, very nice. And I think they're selling these. Yeah, I think they're selling candles, and then you can put the candles in here. I don't know if they're selling them or they're giving them out. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, donations. But yeah, donations to the monastery, I think. But it's very, very pretty in there. You should go and have a look, Rach. Yeah, I mean, I'll keep an eye on Chloe. Don't know if Chloe will be quite sort of ready for monasteries yet. But yeah, very pretty. Yeah, very pretty building, like very well, I don't know, like painted really well, like kind of ornate looking. Of course, I'm a complete Philistine, and I won't know what any of that stuff means, and someone will probably point out in the comments that it's not paint and that it's probably gold leaf or something. But yeah, it's very pretty in there, very beautiful. They do look after it very well, and yeah, even the guttering is pretty good. Like, if you look at the guttering there, that's like a kind of nice bronze colour. Our guttering is just red, so yeah, it is nice. It's pretty nice. So, but it's quite accessible as well, isn't it? You know, it's like you can come in here, and everybody's just coming in, and they're all relaxed, and they're looking at the, like, kind of, you know, they're putting their candles in there. They're going and looking at the garden, and they're looking at everything, and everybody's really chilled and relaxed about everything. Except for Chloe, who's getting quite narked, actually, about being stuck here, aren't you? You bothered? No, you're happy now that you got some attention, aren't you? Yeah. But no, it's just a very relaxed and chill place, and nobody's like kind of, you know, I reckon if this is in the UK or something, you walk in there with a camera and people would go, ooh, get out, God will get you. Do you know what I mean? But to be honest with you, here they're quite chilled and relaxed about stuff, and I think they just let people be themselves and do what they're doing, and everyone's kind of just doing what they want to do. So I think it's a good thing, really. It's just not kind of, yeah, everyone's interested in Chloe. Chloe's interested in all the little figures on her band. But yeah, it's just kind of quite chilled. There's kids here, there's prams, it's all, you know, people are coming in and looking at everything. There's no sort of, I don't know, no one's getting angsty, you know? We've had a good day in Bucharest, but all good things must come to an end. It's getting near the end of the evening. We're looking at sort of 8 o'clock now, and we really need to head back because the border can be quite crazy. Yeah, but we've learned something new, having to park the car here in this car park. Car's done alright again, got us here no problem. But yeah, basically there's this sort of whole big car park right next to the mall, and we always thought there was kind of a small car park underneath it. Although I think we have seen this car park a few times, we just forget. We always try to go to the one underneath, but this time this car was not going under there. Rachel's just changing Emily, getting Chloe all ready for the trip back. But yeah, basically we've got to head back, and you never find like you have enough time here really. Even you get up early and get out, you never really sort of have enough time to fully do everything. But yeah, nice mall. Got quite a good choice of food in here, and you know, there's loads of food choices in the old town, and loads of bars and restaurants and all sorts of places. So yeah, and you can get your car cleaned here as well, which we probably should be doing but don't really have the time. There's the dome with the big mall up there, so that's where we've come from. It's not far to walk to the tube station from here, sort of like about 10 minutes with the pram really, maybe a bit longer. But yeah, basically we've got to crack on and get home, and I think the battery's about to run out on this camera anyway, so we've probably had a good day of it really. But yeah, about to head back. What do you think, Rach? We're heading back? Yeah, be careful with the drones. Crush the drones. I brought the drones, but no real chance of using them. We just haven't had time to do hardly anything really. We went to Children's Town. We did a lot, but you know what it's like. A day gets away from you, doesn't it, when you come to a place like this? Same in London. You think you can do a lot, but actually, you know, just getting between everywhere, dealing with all the ups and downs of the tube and metros or whatever. But yeah, Rachel's just chucking something in the bin. But yeah, we're going to head off in the Rangy. Hopefully the border a bit quieter now. I'm not sure it's ever quieter. I think the only times it's quiet is during the weekdays really. But we really hope that Bulgaria and Romania will be in Schengen at some point. That way we can just drive right through as if there wasn't a border there, and I think it really highlights why you need that. And today really needed that, because we lost about getting on for an hour at the border really, which yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the neck. Anyway, I've got the car running to cool it down because it was quite hot in there, so I'm basically wasting loads of fuel and not doing the environment any good, so better crack on and get in the car and get back, and yeah, gonna head off and head back down to Bulgaria.